what do the ancient practices of rune binding, worshipping Lilith, Reiki, crystal healing, and Wicca all have in common? They aren't ancient. Hey, I'm Jordan from Grimoire, and first I'd like to make a little announcement. We recently passed 111 subscribers, 111. Thank you so much. We got our Facebook and Instagram up and running, and because of this, I myself personally started doing free readings, free tarot card, 2 cards. I'm going to try to keep this up as long as I can, depending on how the requests are actually flowing in. All I'll ask is that after you subscribe to this channel, find us on Facebook and like that page. I default to like a general personality soul reading, but if you have a specific question in mind, you can definitely ask that. And you can either message the page mentioning this video, or you can do it on the post on the page, and I'll do it publicly. Just drop your astrological sign when you come on by. Either way, on to the video. Today I'll be bringing you a look at the power of traditions. A lot of people use traditions to get in touch with their ancestry, their roots, but a lot of people don't really realize that the practices they're doing are more than likely not the ones their ancestors did. And the best part is that it doesn't really matter either way. See, there's inherent power lurking in a few key places. Things that are old, things that are secret, things that are rare, they have that little extra oomph to them. I mean, think about it. Would you rather eat a recipe made by some random Joe that he got off Google? Or would you rather eat a recipe made by somebody's grandmother, who it was passed to her from her mother and her from her mother, and kept secret and crafted throughout the generations? And really, I think that is relevant and fair. A lot of practices have withstood the test of time. The point of this video is to help people realize just because your practice isn't ancient doesn't make it any less. I've seen people saying things like, wait, Wicca's only from the 1950s. Why does it feel so much, older and powerful? Reiki was officially created in 1920. Crystal healing wasn't popular until 1980s. Yes, ancient cultures used crystals, but the idea of using different properties to induce healing is a completely new age idea. And at least in Wicca's case, it's because it's just one form of witchcraft. And that form was pieced together from older traditions, and that was pieced together from older traditions, and so on and so forth. The energy you tap into is infinite and is eternal. The fact that it was only 80 years ago shouldn't really matter. But exactly, sometimes I think when things reach a certain age or a certain size, those things feel more real. Because hey, it's what the ancestors believed, right? But if you think about it, at one point in time, those ancestors were just like us. Somebody somewhere, intentionally or unintentionally, created a practice and passed it down. Who taught the Buddha? Who showed the first witch how to make a spell? You don't need to pin down an ancient authority because that ancient authority had nobody to pin it down on. Old magic, ancient magic, new age magic, it doesn't matter. It's all magic and it's all inside all of us. And the really neat idea that I'd really like to get across is that the real power lies in this. To somebody in the future, we are their ancestors. The practices that we choose, that we invent for ourselves, that we as this new wave of skeptical, new age, universally spiritual practitioners, as we grow and as time goes on, our practices will be considered ancient. We are the ancients. Our network of shared images and videos and ideas that are kind of loosely related, even though none of us really even know how in the first place, they reinforce the state of magic and spirituality in the past and in the future, and it's just now. Our paths as we're living them, the things that we choose to teach each other, they're going to be passed on and create a precedence for future generations. And I say that we celebrate. Instead of trying to connect everything you do back to ancient peers, don't be afraid to say, hey, this is the practice of me and my living peers. And that is kick-ass. That's really all I had to say on the subject. I just see too many people focused on trying to find that ancient old magic witchcraft like there's some sort of secret that can help them unlock anything. And that's just not the case. Love and light to everybody. If you liked, give a subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be back in another week with a new video.